points against the Clippers. It was.
Let's go.
All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play is on the way. The sideline. And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A Riley of the game.
And not just the players, Greg. How about the fans, too? I mean, they get into this thing as well. We've got an electric atmosphere in here, just like it always is when these two teams square off. It should be a good one, and I'm glad to be right in the middle of it.
So here's Miami's starting group. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Freak in at the 1. Now here's Wade. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. That's good.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 16-point
Ooh, good shot. That's my fault.
Miami with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And even in hostile territory, as
Curry
that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And
give me that.
Wade slams it in.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Anthony. New York moving it around. Augustine. That's good.
So I think this is the start.
Move.
Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kurt Rambis. A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Augustine. Lopez over to help. Freak kicks to Wade. Right side, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
D. Wade with an excellent.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
You're just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Here's Freak. The Knicks making the shot. Feeds to Wade. Whiteside, a screen on a follow. And another basket for Miami.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Let's go.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was
Put me
going
in,
over
coach.
with his team in that last huddle.
Put me
He
in.
said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach's words lead us to believe they're going to be asking a lot
Nice
of him
move.
today in terms of offense, and I'm sure he's only too happy to oblige. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Freak. Josh Smith unable to get his shot to go. Freak passes to Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. Green kicks to Freak. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
My bad,
Knicks trail
fellas.
by 8. Stevenson dishes to Augustine. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Dragic. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Augustine passes to Stevenson. The dish to Augustine. That's in there.
No, nice shot, Augustine.
Augustine's got 10 points.
Great quarter.
Let me come drop you off.
Been trying to will his team back in the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Freak, guarded by Augustine. Bosch, the screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Freak. And the Heat get another bucket.
Fade away. Who gonna stop him? Microwave, dead eye. Fade ace.
Stevenson kicks to Augustine. The 3 from Anthony.
Give me that rebound.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. No. Miami ahead.
Broadcasting it.
After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he says, he really has.
Give me that shit.
As a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit.
So for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for John Henson. Porzingis comes in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Aaron Aflalo. And he knocks it down. Good-looking 3 there from Freak. Freak's got 17.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
That is
not a foul. That's locked down deep.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Stevenson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Knicks trail by 4. And stolen by Freak.
Let me get that.
Here's Bayless. Finished off the break. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far. Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Anthony dishes to Williams. Lopez a screen. And Augustine kicks to Williams. Off target with the open look.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Oh, that's
fake.
Give me that back.
Stevenson drives in. Some nice passing by New York here. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Bosch, the screen.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Freak kicks to Green. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And it's Miami the other way. Last time they met was in Miami.
And it was a difficult game for them in that previous matchup. Fortunately, they were able to just knock down their free throws down the stretch.
And Greg, we've talked about it so many times. Free throws such a big part of the recipe for winning. I mean, that can be the difference. Nobody's guarding you. It's just you and your routine.